In this video we're going to spend some time looking at the Race Advisor's horse, trainer and jockey tracking facility, as well as the results facility. So in fact we're going to start there by looking at a particular race and seeing the result and seeing why we need to spend some time looking at results. In fact, the most obvious reason is we're going to see how the selection ran. We can see how any contenders did, whether they ran better or worse than we expected. We can see if there's a draw or pace bias in the race. And obviously we can see if there's any horses we want to track. Might be a course specialist that wasn't running at the course that they liked, and once it goes back to the course we might be interested in following it. So let's go and look at how we look at the races results. We go up here and we click on this button here, results, and here's today's results. And you'll notice that there's an innovative feature here with the Race Advisor in that we can see how the races are ran in a graphical way. We can see that here Bracklesham Bay won and that Bounder was second, and we have a nice facility where it shows in graphical form how many lengths the horse was beaten. If we want to see the race itself, we can just click on the name of the race up here, and up comes the race itself with the traditional form string indicating how the horse ran and the odds, etc., etc. So that's a really useful way of being able to see both the results and in a graphical way. As I mentioned, we should spend time looking at any horses that didn't run as well as they should have done, and one of the ways of doing that is to go to the BHA stewards reports, and here we can see by just indicating, by putting in the date here, we can call up all the races that were run and see if the stewards looked into any of those. Now down here we'll see that there's a horse that I'm particularly interested in, and this was at Newbury, and this race here was the 6:30 race, where there's a horse called Rogue Encore that was ridden. And you'll notice here in the stewards report it says that Robert Haviland reported that Rogue Encore was unplaced and was denied a clear run on multiple occasions inside the final furlong. Now when you look at the video of this race, and I would recommend again looking at videos if you have time, but if not, a quick flick through the stewards report is always a good thing, and you can see that we're going to put Rogue Encore into our tracker. Now the way of doing this is to pop in Rogue Encore into the search facility, and I've done that here, and up comes a list of all the horses called Rogue, and we scroll down to Rogue Encore, and we can see here, we click on that, and then this will give us all the form for this particular horse, and it will also say, do you want to track this horse? We can see that actually Rogue Encore is an improving type, and we just click on track this horse here, and you can make some notes saying denied clear run, Newbury 29th of the 8th 24, and we save that, and then we can see that that horse will now be in our tracker. So the next thing to do is to go to look at our tracker, and here's the tracker that I'm currently using, and you can see here all the tracking that I've got. I've got quite a few horses now listed here with quite a lot of information associated with those. I'm also tracking one trainer, James Owen I think it is. He's quite a new trainer, and I like to keep an eye on his horses when they run. And I'm also tracking 4 apprentice jockeys that are now contesting the apprentice title. I've got 3 into the system, but I thought it might be useful just to add the final one in here from this page. And we go down here and we click on the new button here, and I click on jockey, and the last one that I've got to do is mark win. So in we go, win, and mark win pops up. I click on that and then I add to the tracking, and you'll notice that he now appears on my list of tracking for jockeys, and also you'll notice that any of their rides coming up in the next few days will appear on this page here. So that's how we do the tracking and the results facility. Thank you.